It has been way too long, man. Oh boy, I'm gonna be honest. And you've probably seen the thumbnail video and the title of it. Yeah, I almost forgot I had a YouTube channel, if I'm gonna be honest, but that doesn't really mean I'm gonna, like abandon this channel and not, upload videos. This is just kind of like an update to you guys, like just to tell like how I'm doing and, like what I'll be doing for, the rest of the summer and, for the rest of this year. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning. So one of the things that I wanted to do this month around May is that I thought about doing art commissions, which is a lot of fun, but it could be a lot of work because people would be requesting certain things and whatnot, and you need to make a commission sheet so that way people have an idea of what I can draw, what I can't draw, what I don't want to draw, what I am willing to draw, and all that other fancy stuff. I was ready to like actually post it. I made a commission sheet and all of that. I was ready to post it around like I think like a week and a half ago, but it turns out that I'm still not at the point where I can make full body characters. Now technically I have with my SpongeBob character in his human form and his sponge form, but I haven't really done that with like all my other characters, which if you follow me on my pixel art accounts or my art accounts really, or look at my community posts, you could see like other characters that I've made. Which, speaking of, I got a shirt right here with all the characters on it. I got this printout on the pixel art like website. You can there's a shop thing where you can put your art on like clothing and like accessories and whatnot, but that's not really important. Really cool shirt, love the quality, and it's really soft, by the way. So yeah, thought about doing commissions, but I realized I'm gonna hold off on that for now until I get more practice, like doing stuff on my own and be able to be ready, so that way I can actually do commissions and like do other like drawing stuff and with what have you. Now I know I do a lot of like pixel art and what have you, but I thought about doing like normal kind of like art outlining that is like not like pixelated in a way, which is why I've been starting to use Photoshop and Illustrator as well, and I've been actually enjoying it a lot. I feel like I have like a habit or something, and I've been doing this a lot very aggressively, and I think I need to like calm down on it. I've taken the habit of making the drawing, scaling the drawings a little too big, and I realize like it's not really the right way to go. I guess so you're being super detailed in it, but again with like some tools you can like lower the like points of the lines and like colors and what have you, which like any professional artist out there what I'm talking about. So I'll probably try to like scale my drawings a little bit, but not really too much. But that's one thing. I'm not saying I'll do commissions around the end of this month or around sometime around June. I may may try to do around the end of month of June or the beginning of July. Depends on how far I've come like with drawings and what have you, and like how much I've actually improved over time, because like I have an actual sketchbook with sketches on it, which I'll probably post in my community post, so that way you guys can see the progress that I have made. But like there's just some moments like the past like month or so, I was just like I always say to myself, I'm gonna actually spend like 15 minutes of sketching on my sketchbook, just just getting practice, and then I say that and then I don't do it. So I think it's kind of like an ADHD thing that I have, because I've been diagnosed with it for as like when I was born, what have you. So I think I need to really like push myself and motivate me as a person to actually sit down, take 15 minutes, get a pencil, get my sketchbook, and just do little sketches, even just like little doodles or what have you. It's still it's still something and what have you. Let me get a drink of water here. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of arting in my free time, which is a lot of fun, if I have to say so myself. I know some people are different on how they draw. Some people draw with like pads or computers or laptops or with pencil and whatnot, which everyone has their own style, which, you know, I appreciate. But, you know, I've just been really busy, and, you know, I always try to, you know, like, make YouTube shorts on my channel, but again, I always, you know, like, forget, and, you know, try to make posts with, like, other, you know, social media accounts and what have you. But, you know, like I said, I will not abandon this channel, and there will be no point of me doing that, because I've hit like 4,000 subscribers, you know, and I will try to, you know, make a lot of money in my own spare time. I don't care if I have to make money off my art or off this channel, really, or like another job or what have you. But, you know, like, money is very tight right now, and I think we can all basically agree with that. But that's not really the point. What this video is really about is that I am back after being gone for like, what, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, which is way too long for me, I will say that. But yeah, I will be back. I will try to, you know, make more videos as, you know, like, the days go by. I don't care if it's like 1 video a week, or, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 or even 4 at least. I will try to, you know, be motivated, you know, like, take, you know, some extra time. You know, usually I like to make these videos like somewhere in like the morning, what have you. But, you know, if I have to make videos in like the evening or whatever, you know, hey, you know, everyone has their own, you know, like, schedule of doing stuff, whether it's, you know, like, doing stuff with, you know, like, 3D printing or stuff with their job or whatever. You know, it's not really important. What is, you know, more important is that you're motivating yourself to actually, you know, push yourself to be able to get better with, you know, like, everything that is going on. But yeah, that's really what I want to, you know, like, talk about, really. I mean, again, I do apologize if I haven't been uploading. You know, like, I've just been busy, you know, spending time with family, spending time with myself. I will try to, you know, I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been getting better, like I said, I've been getting better with my art. And I'll probably do, you know, like, more sketching tutorials and all that, more, you know, like, art tutorials with all that. I know they don't get a lot of views, but, you know, like, as long as they, you know, like, people are looking at it and liking it, that's all it really matters. So, yeah, Sponge Drew is back in business. So don't think that this will be the last video. There's gonna be a lot more coming. There's a lot more that haven't even, like, shown from, like, my birthday, which was like, you know, almost 3 months ago. But so yeah, that all will be happening, and don't worry, you know, I am back. I'm gonna bring more videos for you guys, and be sure to stay on top whenever you do so. So thank you all so much for taking your time, you know, letting me talk things out, and, you know, like, just sticking around. If you want more videos like these where I just talk about stuff, you know, about my life, or just really any other things in general, you know what to do. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, you know, ring that bell so you'll always know when I make videos or upload anything. Share this video with fans, friends, family, other people, you know, like, saying that, you know, I'm back and I'm gonna be making more videos in the future and what have you. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.